this year is more important because as a culmination of this activity, we really got the confidence to do a school of sustainability, right? And we have now 10 different centers who are coming together. We are going to form a center of centers to get a school of sustainability, which will look into different aspects of the SDG 1 to 17 defined by the United Nations. Of course, our country has a very important commitment towards each of these SDG goals. And this carbon zero challenge is going to be a very, very important ingredient which is going to open up, give us a feel of what is actually happening on the field, so that we continue to start doing our research, our course curriculum, etc., finally targeted towards solving some issues, burning issues in the Sustainable Development Goals. And that is what we expect. And certainly this challenge is going to provide, I have no doubt that it's going to provide very, very important inputs to all these research, product, translational research, plus course, curriculum, and also overall direction in which the School of Sustainability is going to move forward. I place on record my deep thanks to the Thales for giving us a good, substantial amount of funding, and I'm sure the teams will certainly benefit from this money. Of course, the seed funding is extremely important for converting an idea into a prototype. And of course, AquaMap, I also see Parashu here. I think Parashu was one of the leaders who brought AquaMap to its shape. Thank you, Parashu, for joining today. And of course, all of you who are here. And of course, all the knowledge partners and technology partners and marketing partners. This is a sort of a very important goal that we are all working towards, and I'm sure each one of you have a very important role to play so that we reach something significant and very effective message that we can give off. Some of the interesting things that has happened over the past, very, very happy to tell you about HomoSep, something that I have been closely following up. Manual scavenging is something that no human being should do. And HomoSep, last week, I think the third piece was given. The first piece was given to a lady whose husband died because of manual scavenging. These are all very, very powerful messages that we would like to give out. And these are very interesting and very important products that come out. As a campus, we are also looking at making our campus sustainable. Before we preach, we would like to practice. We have got a very robust sewage network which works on gravity. We consume very less power. We have put 26 kilometers of pipes basically driven by gravity. And then all the sewage collects at a single point, and then we just pump using electricity, just 200 meters we pump the sewage back into a cleaning unit, and we are currently getting around 1.5 million liters per day. Right? IIT has a 70,000 square meter of garden. We want 7 lakh liters per day water to keep the garden live. We are also committed to the nature. We have a wildlife in the campus. So this particular setup can go up to 4 million liters per day, and that we will touch up in the next 50 years. And that, so this, whatever we have done, is an example where we can continue to get good water, and the system can withstand, the load can withstand up to 50 years. These are sort of solutions that we are looking. Same thing we are trying to do for fresh water or pure water circulation now. So many things we will also do at the campus. We are also getting a 5G enabled in the campus, and we would like to see how 5G can be sustained and 5G can help in sustaining certain things. So there are two aspects to it: application of 5G for sustainability and sustaining 5G itself. These are some interesting things that are happening on campus, and I'm sure the teams will get to know some of these interesting problems, and they can also work on these problems as a part of this challenge. So we have 10 centers, and all the 10 centers, including AquaMap, Energy Consortium, GDC, and of course we have a center on policy and many centers, and all of them will also be of immense use to the participants. We would love the participants to interact with all the relevant centers and take a lot of inputs from them, and that will essentially help them to get a product which is of international class. Last but not the least, we have a very good incubation process. We have a good patenting process in the campus. Last year, we had filed up to 240 patents, and we are moving towards what we call as a PADS, Patent a Day scheme. We want to patent 365 patents a year, and it's a leap year. We want to have 366 patents. We want to be very precise on that. And I think that will certainly become a reality, because we have certain AI engines which can basically tell you about a marketability of an idea, the novelty of that idea, what are the competing patents, etc. So I also request the teams, once they come with these ideas, and also the committee that is filtering, also to use this AI tool to find out how this idea is it good, or we can also give some, at a very early stage, you can give some guidance to these teams on how they can focus so that they come with a real novel idea that is world class. And we will also help in patenting. Today patent is just 1,800 rupees, and there's an expedition clause by which within 18 months you can get the patent granted, and that is only 4,000 rupees, almost a pocket money for any one of us. So we must utilize the patenting mechanism, and IIT Madras will open up that patenting mechanism for all the participants here. And we have multiple incubation cells. There's a rural technology bio incubator, we have cyber physical system incubator, and then we have a health technology incubator, plus mother IIT Madras incubation cell. And of course we have the GDC, the Gopalakrishnan Deshpande Center, which will help the startups to consolidate their idea and bring it up to a stage where they can incubate. And this 5 lakh seed grant will certainly help them to take it to a stage where they can launch a company. And we would like to see 25 startups, IITM incubated startups, at the end of this competition, right? So with this, again, I
can ask all the teams to participate in large numbers.
Yeah, so all the people here, please spread this message immediately. Now I'm going to put it on WhatsApp, and on IIT Madras will tweet, we'll put it on Twitter. We want large number of teams to participate here, and this time, and you should make the referee's life miserable, right? They should really struggle to find out which 25 they need to struggle. That is the spirit by which, and next year Thales will double their funding from 1.25 crores or what? 1.8 to 3.6 and 3.6 to 7.2. That's how we will sustain this sustainability effort, right? And that is the real participation that we are requesting. Please spread it across to as many people as possible, and we need to get very good teams here. And so with this, I must also tell, it is not just sustainability is now becoming very important. Even today, the financial institutions are now being evaluated on one more parameter called ESG, where that S stands for sustainability. So there is a lot of stress on the sustainability, and what Professor Indumati presented, that figure of that $1 billion industry is indeed a reality, and it will become, surely it's not a projection, but it's a reality. And I think all the companies all the participants who are investing some time on this, is a really worthwhile investment, and I'm sure we will see a lot of successful startups doing this great work for the whole globe, the planet on which we live, for all the Panchabhutams, as Indumati stated. I think this is our return gift to what great things the Panchabhutams are doing for us. Okay, with this, I personally I want to thank Indu for